My name is Phillip Tieu, and I'm the Vehicle Development Director and co-founder of Indecent, and welcome to a closer look at Indecent serial number 011. Indecent was founded a little bit over a year ago by Sebastien, Polit, and I. And the goal was to transform certain generations of the Porsche 911 into something truly unique. And by doing so, the goal was to offer a service to really create a personalized journey for you as a client. And it begins with looking at the overall body of the vehicle. Now, the vehicles that we support are specifically the 997, which is a 2005 to 2011. And also soon in Q1 of 2024, we'll be releasing the 991, which is a 2012 to 2019. Now, as a part of that journey, we're looking at every single component of the vehicle, not only just the body. And so we want to make changes through modification or restoration based on the client's needs. Now, from there, at the end of that journey, every single Indecent vehicle will take between 200 to 500 hours to complete. And once we finish that journey, we do actually provide every single vehicle with a unique serial number that's a badge on the dashboard. This serial number gives this vehicle a one-of-one uniqueness, and it's something that truly makes this vehicle special. So as you can see here for the exterior, this vehicle is equipped with the Indecent wide body. And this wide body kit is something that is really special to us as we spent a lot of time to create it. What's unique to know about this is that everything with the exception of the hood, the roof, and the doors have actually been modified and changed. And so it takes us a tremendous amount of time to really get this right. And what you'll notice here that's really unique to our style is the fact that we don't actually use any rivets or bolts to create this width or this additional width in the vehicle. We do this by first bonding the panels onto the vehicle, and then of course using special techniques to really fill in smooth the body. And as a part of that, you'll notice also this really unique paint job, this orange. We actually call this paint job Indecent Starlit Orange. It's a matter of fact, it's a special color because our client and his wife, their first initial purchase, the big purchase at least, was a Toyota Starlet back in the Philippines. And that vehicle, as you would guess, was orange. And so we thought it'd be really special to pay tribute to their first big purchase. And in that case, we've created this orange color. Now, once we go through a paint job on this vehicle, as you would assume, to do this the right way, we actually have to remove all the glass and all the exterior seals. And as a part of rebuilding this vehicle, we do replace all that with brand new glass and brand new seals as well. Now, this vehicle also, from an exterior perspective, has our level 2 lighting package, which with our partners at Morimoto Lighting, they provided their LED headlights. And we also equipped this vehicle with LED front fog lights as well as LED tail lights. So with our body design, we offer a few different ways to kind of change the flavoring. And in this case, we've opted with the ducktail to give it a little bit more of a sleek and subtle style. This ducktail is kind of neat because we've created this kind of mesh grille section that looks unlike any other 997 ducktail. And it actually plays homage to a bit of the 991 more modern 911 design. We also equipped the back of this vehicle with uniquely our own Indecent badging, which as you see here is really spread wide to really just emphasize the width of this vehicle. So we decided to do something unique with the side decal, and we utilized the classic air-cooled 911 decal, which normally would say Carrera. And to make it unique, there are two things we've done with this. Number one, we obviously replaced Carrera with Indecent. And the second, we decided to go with a color that's a little bit muted from the body orange color itself to give it a bit of this kind of ghost look. So for the footworks, we begin with the wheel that we actually produced in partnership with Augment Wheels. These are Indecent branded wheels. And the design here is actually a modern Fuchs design, which obviously is much wider and far more concave than the original old school design. Now, as a part of that, we also have the center caps here that are laser etched. And these center caps have the original Porsche crest that to us gives it a very cool kind of modern retro vibe, but also still very OEM. The vehicle also has titanium lug nuts that also give it a bit of a nice touch as well, and of course will never rust. So we wrap all of our wheels with our AAARs in partnership with Tieu tire, of course, and that's their top of the line track tire, and it certainly is an amazing tire to have on your Indecent vehicle. Behind the wheels, we actually have decided to paint the factory calipers to match the color of the side decal, and of course put an Indecent label on that caliper as well. And this vehicle is also equipped with our level 1 lowering suspension, which is actually in partnership with BC Racing. This is actually not an off-the-shelf coilover, this is custom made, along with our partnership with Stance Parts, which is an air cup system. So at a click of the button, this vehicle actually raises in order to actually get over speed bumps or just high inclines. If you'll follow me to the front of the vehicle here, also known as the frunk, what we've done is add a badge here that allows us to authenticate the vehicle, as you see here. And in order to do that, we left a QR code, or engraved it with a QR code, which when you scan that with your phone, it actually pulls up a unique options list that this vehicle was originally optioned with. And so what's cool about this is that if this vehicle ever comes back for servicing, for more upgrades, let's say we change the suspension setup on this entire vehicle, we can actually make that update to this online database. But again, you'll always have this at a click of a phone. This badge also has 3 very specific things. Number 1, the serial number of the vehicle, a second way to authenticate it. Secondly, where this vehicle was built in the United States for this one. And third is the setup and the profile of the vehicle. And so we have 3 unique profiles. We have a stanced or show style. Number 2, we have a street style, which is what this vehicle is. And third, we have a race style, a bit more of a larger tire profile. All right, so a look at the interior. There's a lot of work that's been done to this one, and it's really quite special. For one, every single panel that you see here has either been repainted, covered in new leather, or covered in textile. And so there's a combination of multiple different materials at play here. We also notice that there's actually multicolored threading that we use. And so some of the threads are orange to give it a bit of a splash to kind of, accentuate the exterior of the vehicle, while other stitches are actually dark gray. We've also opted uniquely in this vehicle to go with a textile that's a houndstooth, but again, to kind of play on a bit of, to mute the interior a little bit, because obviously the exterior is quite loud, we decided to go with a bit of a ghost style houndstooth. Some of you might see this and also immediately think the 996 Sport Classic, which has a phenomenal interior, and we certainly pay tribute to that a little bit in here as well. From a seats perspective, we opted to go with the Recaro seats, and these are also reclinable, and they just feel amazing. The cushioning is fantastic. What's cool about it is that we've also heat pressed Indecent, the logo, into the back of the center of the seat, which is also uniquely what we've done with the center elbow rest as well. This is an option from Porsche, and we thought that'd be fun to kind of create our own as well, and so you'll see a much larger Indecent logo heat pressed into that. Furthermore, the steering wheel has also been upgraded. This is actually a 991.2 steering wheel with a full conversion and including the airbag as well. The steering wheel looks fantastic, and as a part of that conversion, we've also removed all the multifunction buttons. And then we've also changed the seat belts and made them orange. Again, not to kind of create too much orange within the vehicle, but we thought it'd be fun to kind of put a little bit of more brushstrokes of orange into this vehicle. Cypher Vehicle Designs created a very unique side sill. Instead of just having what we would consider a bit of a boring old Carrera plastic side sill, we've opted for a metal side sill with the Indecent logo that's silver on silver. Lastly, to furnish every single Indecent vehicle in the interior, we actually create a bronze badge that has the Indecent logo, our unique tagline, as well as a serial number. So on to the power plant of the vehicle. So this vehicle mostly is stock. However, what we decided to do was to upgrade a few things on the intake and the exhaust side. And so our partners at FabSpeed have provided us a carbon fiber intake system, which is actually something we decided to do a little bit crazy and actually tint it orange. And so in direct sunlight, it actually reflects and beams back orange, but then certain angles, you can clearly see the dark carbon fiber underneath it. We've also improved the shifter feedback by installing Functions First billet shifter conversion. FabSpeed has provided us with their center exit exhaust system, and this is a full system going from the header all the way back to the exhaust tip. All right, to wrap up this closer look, I do want to kind of give you a little bit of an extra, we decided to actually create an Indecent key with our partnership with BDP. This key is actually billet machined and has a bit of heft to it as well, just to give it that special, unique, extra touch. Thank you so much for the time today and spending this session with us. I hope you really enjoyed it. Before I let you go, I do want to end off on the tagline for Indecent. Being vulgar is easy, stay classy, just a bit indecent. Thank you very much.